crying, like crying until my whole face is red and soaked in tears. It's gonna get ugly really fast. The next one should be fine. Should be too much of an upgrade. But the one after that's gonna fucking end me. And I am excited for it. It's gonna be fucking hilarious afterwards. not during, but afterwards. It's gonna be fucking funny. I just kind of remember that's gonna suck that we're gonna have to fight these guys, and then go turn it in and come back to fight Tethys. We'll probably even see Tethys while we're out here. But oh, again, why are you green to me? God damn, we have really gotten some levels, man. Remember when we couldn't even see these people's levels when we were flying by? It happened many, many times, and now they green, man. They straight green on us. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, I think if we're gonna do anything today, taking out Tethys is... I think it's a good goal. I don't think Tethys is too high of a level, though he is elite, but like... I don't know, he might be elite. I think he's elite. Should be elite. Back there it was elite. I'm pretty sure he'll be elite. But I also don't think he can stand against us. I think we can destroy him, so I'm not too worried about that. Unless he has some ability that I'm not aware of that will end me. Then we should be fine. Anywho, back to it. I would love to do that, but there's really no reason to just like take my word for it. I ate it and it's really fucking hot. Like, you kind of have to see that. And so that's one reason why I want face camp. But another reason is because now I've gone on record and saying, and I will continue to go on record saying that, like, I don't know, I can't say that I don't like it, because that doesn't sound truthful. Like, I want to say, like, I don't want to like it. I think that would be more accurate of a statement. I don't want to like reaction videos. Because it's hard to justify this, because it's almost the same thing. I feel like there's a different element to it, and I promise to you I will explain what I'm talking about right now, so you can be inside my world. I'm mulling it over, finding the right words before I say it. The arguments that I'm going to give towards why I don't really like reaction videos and reaction channels and stuff like that, it can be said towards, you know, the subject of Let's Plays. It's just like, you know, it's like you're watching somebody watch a video. Like, they're not creating any content, they're literally just watching something and getting paid to watch something. That's weird, right? That's weird to me. And it's just kind of like, but like, you know, the same thing can kind of be said about, you know, Let's Plays, especially some, you know, Let's Players out there. Because it's just like, well, we're just watching you play a video game, which is weird. I mean, we've kind of become more accustomed to it as the years have gone along, while reactions, or at least how popular they are now, is kind of a more emerging thing. But I feel with Let's Plays, there's an extra element involved, because, you know, usually, unless you stop, or if you're going to be that person that talks while the music is going, music or video, whatever it is going, which kind of can make you miss things and interrupt it. If you want to be that person, it's a little different, but unless you stop the video, you know, you can't really say anything between. You just sit there and you watch the video. If someone watches you watch the video and have a reaction. Now, with that being said, like, you know, it is fun to see people's reactions to things, like, for sure. There's only 2 people, and I mean, I'll give them a shout out. Like, I don't know why that's a thing that people don't like to do. It's like, no, you gotta spend your time watching me and stuff. Like, the only 2 people I've ever enjoyed watching do reaction videos is Alex Hefner, who I found randomly. He's a pretty cool dude. I think he's either has become, I don't know. I think he took the test or whatever. I don't know if he got in. I don't follow his life. I just like to enjoy watching some songs and whatnot. But I think he's becoming a lawyer or some shit. I don't know. But he's pretty funny. He's pretty cool. He seems like a cool, chill dude. I like watching him because I guess for the longest time he only listened to hip hop music, and then he wanted to start getting into the metal world, which I absolutely love metal music. It's like my top favorite genres of all time is always metal. All right. While we head down, we should head down this direction to see if we can get there faster. We should find Tethys and see what level and elite or not status he is. So let's go find this bitch ass. I guess we could kill more of these on the way there. That's an option. If I find any around here, I'll kill them. You are the ones I seek. Wee! I tried to weave, but it didn't come out. There you are. No. A few steps forward. 43 elite. That's equal to my level. And elite, we should, in theory, be able to dig. I don't know. Anywho. So I've enjoyed a lot of his reactions. I mean, again, he's a nice, friendly dude. I want to see how much damage this guy does. Fucking diaries. I can see how much damage he does. He's not healing him as far as I can see. He is being ambushed now. Now he's switching aggro, getting it off of him onto his pet. He's taking 2 at the moment. It is it's a bear, which is a tank pet. Excuse me. Fuck. Oh. Tethys is not taking a lot of damage, but he has switched his focus over to the Jungle Stalker. I will help keep this guy alive through this. I think I'll do a good deed for today. I'm not gonna attack. I want to see how this goes. Okay, 1 down. Don't worry, buddy. I won't let you drop. I just want to see how well Tethys does. I got you, bruh. I got you. Give you some heals. Okay, Tethys is taking some decent damage. Hunters do a fuckload of damage. Winky face. Alright. Just doing my nice deeds. I dropped my heart soon. I missed it. Okay, I don't know what that. I assume that's the whole thing. Yeah. Ooh, we have some mithril. Hell yeah, bitch. Anywho, that and the one person, I don't know his real name. I don't think he's ever said his real name. My suspicion is his name is Leonard. He looks like a Leonard to me. I don't know why. Maybe a Leo. I don't know. I could maybe see a Leo. He calls himself L, but the channel is the Matthews fam. The only reason I started watching him was because I was I don't know if I looked for it or if I just saw it, but I was looking up epic rap battles reactions or something. I don't know how I came across it. I was maybe looking up, or maybe it wasn't. I don't fucking I know, man. I guess they've opened up another. I think that was the right. The heart is probably the raid. Yeah, that's true. The raid for that I've mentioned before used to be a raid here, but then they made it a normal dungeon in like Cataclysm or some shit. The one that's up in here. So I guess they've opened up that raid. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's what I was seeing on the cover of Blizz.net when I was signing into this. It looked like, I'm like, did they release new content? I guess they just released a new raid or whatnot. I just didn't recognize the final raid boss or whatever. Anywho, yeah, I was playing Champions, Return to Arms, one of the best RPGs ever created that needs desperately to have a HD remake brought out to like the newer gen systems. God, I would pay $60 for that in a fucking heartbeat. Dude, I'd probably $100 for that fucking game, I swear. If they just updated the skills and made it more modern, because there's abilities that fall off. I've talked about this before. But there's abilities that fall off because they just do flat damage instead of percentage damage or based off of stats and stuff. It's bad. That they just fixed that up and fixed up the graphics. Oh my god, I'd play that for hours. You guys would get so many fucking playthroughs of that. You'd probably hate it. But fucking love that game. Anyone who's ever played that game is like, it's one of the greatest games of all time. It is so good, even today. But I was playing it. Which I recommend if you have a PS2 or a PS3, because I think PS3 can play PS2 games. I think that after that is when they stop the going backwards on games and whatnot. I highly recommend Game Champions. Return to Arms. Anorath's really good too, but that one tends to have crashing issues and stuff, and just does. Sometimes it just freezes for funsies. So it's just a really old game. Anywho. I highly recommend it. Anywho, I was playing that and just watching, just kind of side glancing at hit some of his epic rap battle stuff. And I've enjoyed watching him, watching through some of his stuff. Those are the only two reaction channels that I've ever had any interest in any shape or form. Now there's a few, and I'm not going to name any names, mostly because I don't remember them, and I'm not going to go look up the names or describe them, because, you know, there's no reason to be like, well, I think you do a horrible job at this or anything like that. You know, I'm not gonna talk down to anybody. It's just I think people have different ways of doing reaction videos, and I think some of them fit what I feel makes reaction videos acceptable, and I think others don't. And for those ones that don't, it's just kind of like they just watch the video, give no input on what they thought about, besides either like, oh, that was great, or I didn't like that, and it's like, okay, hey, let me know what else you want me to watch and stuff, and like, they barely make any reactions during. It's like, I literally just watched you watch a video. like the point is, like, not just to hear you go hee hee every now and then during. It's just like, you know, you have your honest reaction, and then you kind of, you know, talk about what you thought was good, or, you know, what you didn't like, to talk about your experience, you know, have that genuine experience that people can experience with you, because we can never go back and experience something ourselves for the first time. And that's why I think a lot of people enjoy reaction videos, not only to, like, if it's like some kind of, like, I don't know, funny thing or horror jump scare thing, or like my most searched reaction video that I've seen so many people do is Ginger Pisces, because, you know, she goes from singing beautifully and just sweetly and kind of mysteriously to all of a sudden just screaming, and a lot of people are not used to female fronted screaming metal bands, and so this direction. So a lot of people just get like fucking hit with it when she just drops the hammer. It's just like, okay, now we're doing this now, and it's by far has the best reactions ever, because people are just not fucking prepared for it. and they're just like, what the fuck just happened? So it's that's this one I've looked up the most out of all of them. But you know, we can't ever experience something again for the first time. So I think why people like reaction videos so much is because it gives you that ability to go back in time and like watch somebody, like experience what it's like to experience something again for the first time, but through someone else, because you can't do it yourself. I'm gonna keep that, see if I can sell it. That's actually pretty decent stats. I think I could at least get a few gold off of that. Maybe like 2 to 5 gold or something, who knows. But yeah, so I think that's why people like reaction videos so much, and we got quite the journey on us here. Try to make it as fast as I can by cutting corners, but we gotta travel back to get Tethys and then come back again, so you know there's that. But we gonna take Tethys out, motherfucker. Seeing his damage, it doesn't look like he has an enrage feature, or a bleeding stat feature, or a knock you unconscious while I still keep attacking you feature. I'm pretty sure we could just take him. It looks like just a simple tank and spank, so we should be fine. So yeah, not worried. Just letting you know. I'm pretty sure we could take him. Anywho, so as I mentioned in my Artemis Fowl review, which I'm still waiting for them to release anything else so I can continue to just shit on this abomination. But I could talk hours on that, like fucking hours. So just go watch my like 30-minute review on a like 1-minute trailer. It's not really a review, it's just like discussing how like every fucking scene is like not in line whatsoever with the books, and that fucking drives me insane. It's like, yeah, sure, some things are gonna change, but when nothing is like the book, and you just fucking almost like rewrote the entire book, but had it loosely follow the Artemis Fowl storyline, and then called it Artemis Fowl, like fucking god, it's Avatar all the fuck over again. Anywho, I'm not gonna get into that. Go watch that. As I mentioned in that review, I'm not a fan of reactions, and the only reason why I made a reaction in some way, shape, or form, a reaction review, whatever have you, of the Artemis Fowl trailer is because it made me feel to such a level that I had no one else who could understand, or that I was willing to dump this rage on. This 30-minute fucking rant of fury on, I think it's like 23, 25 minutes, but or it could be half an hour, I don't know. It's somewhere around there. Then the internet, like, because I wasn't going to put any of my friends through that. My family doesn't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And I don't know any other friends or close people that have actually read the books, so I would just be talking to people and be like, okay, dude, I get it. Like, what the fuck? So I had to put it out on the internet. So that's the reason why I did that, is because I was just so upset by what I was seeing that I had to tell somebody. Like, someone had to know. Because if it was just bottled up inside, I was going to fucking lose my mind. Anywho. I'm fired up now. I can feel the fury in my chest. Anywho. No, I'm not actually mad. It just bothers me like you wouldn't believe. Anywho, moving on. I had a thought, and I tried doing it, but I fucked it up, and it wasn't even good anyways, because there's not much you can do to a comedy routine. And I also learned, but the good news is I learned some tips and tricks from it, and I will, of course, explain everything that I'm babbling about here. I promise. You know I got you Like, you know I ain't gonna